Here we are at stage 2 of the Belgian Rolex 2020 Formula 1 Grand Prix, and we're focusing on different parts of the track in this stage. So that should mean that we're going to have several shorter stages where they want us to accomplish certain things. So for instance, here we've got to reach a speed requirement in a certain amount of time. And one thing that I'm noticing is that in stages that say that there's no off track, that they generally are giving you about a second of off track. So if you make a little mistake, that's not a big deal. But if you made that little mistake at a bad part of the track, it's going to mean redo that event or redo that particular stage. Still, not so bad. One thing I noticed is that if you have to restart a stage, sometimes the bots are in a slightly different spot. Like the first time I did this stage, I plowed into someone right after Eau Rouge, and this run, nothing at all. He wasn't in my way. So don't sweat it if you fail the stage once or twice. Just give it another shot and see how it goes. Happens to everybody. Alright, that's the first event of stage 2. Getting on to the next one here, doing a different section. And again, I have no tuning yet. I'm still running with just the bare bones car. Now here you brake a little bit and then you should be able to get back on the throttle and stay full throttle through here. Only having to brake on the hairpin. Of course, you can't take this full throttle, not in any car. Now this next section, if there's no one in your way, you could take it full throttle on this car. However, because I was doing it inside pass, I had to get into the brakes. And here, you could stay full throttle, and I just did. But to be fair, I did brake a little bit in the prior corner, so I wasn't entering that one with full speed. We'll test that more later. And then here, pretty deep. I'm not braking till the yellow-red on the left there. There, easy stage. I think it was 48 something. Oh, that's weird. I failed. And then I passed. Well, isn't that odd? Okay, well, if that happens to you, don't worry about it. You're fine. I don't know why it did that, but at least it ends on green. That's a good thing, rather than ending on red when I didn't do anything wrong. Okay, well, there you go. So let's move on here. On to the third race, and should be one more sector remaining. Okay, so it's an average speed sector. I don't anticipate this being a problem, but perhaps if you're using assists, it might make you brake in this section here. I'm not sure about that. I'm not running assists, so I'm not expecting any trouble. I think the only thing that could make this difficult is the last chicane, which you really only need to brake once in the last chicane. So a little bit of a deeper braking point and then one acceleration point. So I'm braking pretty deep into this. And then if no one's in your way, you should be able to just, woo, that's close. You should be able to just get right back into the gas and go through it. There we go. Okay, so we should have a bigger race at the end of this stage 2. I'm also expecting that we're going to have to do some tuning very quickly. Let's see, target time of 1:57, and yes, time to do some tuning. Okay, well, I'm going to put this at 4 times regular speed because I'm kind of trying things out, figuring things out. I'm just going to kind of keep doing the minimum, so do enough tuning to get some principal level ups, buy those. If I have driver experience points, I'll buy that, but the second I hit minimum PR, I'm done spending, I'll wait. And as you can see, I could have still bought more principal, but I don't need it, so I'm going to wait. I was just looking behind myself at a bit there. It's kind of fun sometimes, see who's behind you, see what's going on. I notice a lot of these, there's cars around us. Okay, so see if I can do an outside pass. No. Okay, I'll get a little bit of draft and try to rubber band around this guy. Rubber band, slingshot, elastic band, many different terms. It all means the same thing. Alright, well, that's nice. That was some nice slingshotting around, guys. I'm used to slingshot. Maybe it's more of a NASCAR thing. I don't know. But that's what I'm used to. Anyhow, at the top of the hill here, let's see if we can, oh good, get around that guy nicely. I should be able to stay full throttle here. Yeah, he was kind of in my way, but it worked. Now, as you add tuning, your car handling is going to change, and if you don't do even across the board tuning, that can affect your braking points and also your throttle points. So for instance, If I bought more speed and acceleration, I'm going to have to watch my grip and my braking a little bit. These tunings don't have huge changes, but still, if you're riding on the razor edge of the car's abilities, it will affect you. Now boy, he was in the perfectly wrong spot for me to be exiting that corner. Oh well, looking at my clock, I'm really not concerned. I'm clipping along at a nice pace and I still have about half a minute to finish this lap, and I think I only need 20 seconds. So let's see, braking. Oh, well, this guy's going to be in my way. Let's see how I can navigate this. Wow, that was a decent pass. Pretty clean. All right. 12 seconds left when I cross the line. Oh, even more. It wasn't even 20 seconds that I needed. All right. Well, so far so good. I'm enjoying this event. Let's see the final bonuses that we get at the end of stage 2. That's looking good. And I'm going to keep on plowing through. And some gold. Gotta love getting the gold. All right, so that's the end of stage 2. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. And here's some other links. ME7, I'm going to get working on the next stage, and I'll see you guys real soon.